Hello there, Star Wars fans, and welcome to another RebelScum.com video. And today we are trying out some new content. This has been something we've been thinking about doing for you guys. Some kind of like, not really workshop videos, but like collector help videos. Because I know there's a lot of people who might be new to collecting. I know there's some people who have been collecting for a long time and maybe have questions on how certain collectors do things. And I know there's a lot of loose collectors out there. And one of the issues that we hear a lot, aside from how do we get yellowing out of figures or bubbles and stuff, and we're going to do videos on that too. One of the most frequent ones, and something that just kind of worked out for us timing wise, is how to get the smoke damage smell out of your action figures and collectibles. And let me tell you, let me start off by saying it is not an easy task whatsoever. And honestly, the method we use, from my experience over at Order 66 Toys with buying and selling collections professionally for a very long time, to get smoke damage out, there's not really any 100% way to get it out completely to where it's just absolutely gone 100% forever. There's always going to be like just maybe a small hint of it a little bit in your collectibles. It's the same thing. I mean, one of my backgrounds from before I even got into collectibles as an industry was I used to buy and sell cars. I used to be in the car business, and that was an issue we had back then too. We called it smoker's package. And smoker's package really does affect the values of all kinds of things, not just cars, not just collectibles, it's everything in life. So if you're a collector and you've got all kinds of collectibles in your homes and maybe you're thinking about later, maybe you're collecting for value to sell later, I'm going to start off by saying the best way to prevent smoke damage on your collectibles, stop smoking in your house.
Stop smoking, period. It's bad for you.
Well, it is bad for you, but some people can't. I get it. Stop, but the first step is stop smoking in your house. That's just me being blunt and honest there. I'm not going to sugarcoat that. Stop doing it. If you're doing it, stop. If you're about to start collecting, if you're already collecting, stop. You're damaging your collectibles. You're damaging the pieces that you love and that you want to take care of. So stop doing that first of all. And if you're buying collectibles that may have come from a smoked home, well, here is the method we use here. Now, like I said, it's not 100% effective, but it is very effective. What I do is I take a bottle of fabric softener, get any regular spray bottle of fabric softener. I'm using extra strength Febreze here because we want it to be good. Now, the figures that are going to suffer the most from this, unfortunately, are the ones with cloth goods. And as you can see from this table here, a lot of the figures on this table are either from Legacy or the Vintage collection. And those are better quality figures, so a lot of them do have cloth goods, which is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So, what we do is, just to start, I take my bottle of Febreze here. Make sure it's on. It is on. And let me get a test. Thank you, Mikey, my lovely assistant. That smells lovely. Yeah, it smells very nice.
Smells like springtime.
Yeah, and if you're laying all your figures out like this, it makes it easier for you to just get a nice little even spritz on them. But what you want to do is you want to just start spraying them down. Don't worry. The goal is to get them wet with the Febreze. Use a surface that you don't mind getting, Febreze all over. And you just want to spray them really good. Really get that Febreze in there. Or fabric softener, whatever brand you're using. Product placement. No, this video is not sponsored by Febreze, but it could be. And then let those sit for a minute. We got to coat the other side of the figures, just like your seasoning or saucing, a good rack of ribs on the grill. You want to turn them things over. You want to turn all them things over. All the accessories, all of the figures, whichever. Turn it all over. All of it. All the way over. Turn all that stuff over. And we're turning. And we're turning. Imagine some if you're picturing grilling, if you're picturing a nice rack of ribs on the grill right now, just imagine that beautiful sizzle right now. That's beautiful. Making me hungry already. I'm a big guy. Last thing I need to be right now is hungry. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments if you find this kind of stuff helpful. I know this is kind of like, oh, I can do that. Why didn't I think of that? I know it's simple. Man, my hands are gonna smell all like Febreze for the rest of the day. Oh, come on, turn over, buddy. But the goal is, like I said, we want to make sure that they're all nice and spritzed down. We want them smelling better for later. If this happens to you, I mean, unless you're just buying a big collection, or you just got a couple of figures from a friend or from Evil Bay or whichever, doesn't matter. This is just something you can do. And after you wrap these up, guys, what you want to do is find a well sunlit area. You don't want to leave them like in the sun. You don't want to give them like constant exposure to where you're giving them sun damage. But granted, you're going to have to leave them out for days to do that, so you should be fine. You're going to want to leave them out for a good few hours, at least until they're dry. And then spray them again. Spray them down again. And wrap them in fresh dryer sheets again. You don't want to just keep using the same dryer sheets, because that's the other thing. The dryer sheets are also going to try and help, while they're drying them out, they're going to help pull those smells out. So that's what the dryer sheets are for. Just extra. I like how there's like all these like silhouettes of like dry spots from where they got spritzed. Cathaba. It's a good figure. There's a lot of very expensive figures on this table right now, which is one of the reasons why I may come across as a little bit of aggressive of stop smoking in your house. Because even loose, some of these figures are over $100 in value. And we're going to do our best to make them better. But they are damaged, unfortunately. Smell damage is a thing. Now, if you have pets in your home and maybe it's like a pet smell damage, like maybe you have cats, and some of you know where I'm going with this. Now that we've spritzed them all down, guys, now we can start wrapping them in dryer sheets. So I'm going to bring this box over here.
Got enough sheets there. 160 sheets.
160. I was like, do I need 100? 105? 160. That ought to do it. So now what we do, guys, is we take our dryer sheets, put them in, and just wrap them up all nice. And then move on to the next one. And just keep on spraying. You're gonna want to do this a few times. You're not gonna be able to get the full treatment done all in one day. This is a multi-day process. So, like I said, what you want to do is spray them down really good. Leave them out in a nice sunlit area. Maybe not set them outside. And then let them sit in the dryer sheets in some sunlight. All right, Mikey. All of them have been sprayed, both sides. We flipped them over. We sprayed them again. And then We wrapped every single piece individually in a nice dryer sheet. So now they're going to sit here, they're going to dry out. We're going to put them in a nice sunlit spot so that they're getting some sunlight, but not like overexposure, so we don't maybe damage some of the figures even further, you know. So again, guys, this isn't 100% fix. It's really close. It's really close. It'll get it to where it's just about unnoticeable. Right now, it's completely unnoticeable, but that's just because of how fresh we just, sprayed them a few moments ago. Once that Febreze settles, once they all dry up completely, once they've sat in this for a little bit, there'll still be a little bit of a smoke smell, but don't worry about that. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do it a second time. You want to do this at least twice, maybe even 3 times to really help eliminate that smoke smell as much as possible. While there is, in my experience, no 100% way to get rid of a smoke smell completely, you're still going to maybe notice it a little bit, especially if you're a non-smoker. There's just, unfortunately, there's no 100% way. But this is the most effective way. So hopefully this helps some of you out. And just tune in for more tips and tricks. Thank you for tuning into our KED Talk, Collectors Entertainment Design. Thank you for tuning into our KED Talk today here on rebelscum.com. Tune in for more Rebel Scum content. Let us know in the comments. What do y'all think? Did this video help you out? Did this video give you some ideas? Maybe there's something you use as a collector that you think is more effective, and let us know about that. Give us some ideas, and maybe we'll record that process as well for you and try it out and see what we think. Maybe we think it works better, maybe we don't think it works as much, but we'll let you know. So let us know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on social media. Tune in to more rebelscum.com content. Go to rebelscum.com for more daily content. There's all kinds of new content every single day, so make sure you're tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Once again, we'll see you guys later. We'll see you another time. May the force be with all of you, you Rebel Scum.